giggling because we've got some great people here now. We've followed their wild escapades in the last two films, but now the trilogy comes to a proper head in The Hangover Part 3.
Two of the film stars, Bradley Cooper and Ken Jeong, joined us now. But first, let's see what they got up to.
Well, Bradley Cooper and Ken Jeong join us now. Stop it, you two! You're like naughty schoolboys.
Gigglers. We met each other on a movie called All About Steve, so we've known each other for a long time. Yeah.
So this doesn't work at all. This is just fun, isn't it?
I love doing everything with him.
I love Bradley so much.
Oh, we're glad we've sorted that out. There's a lot of love in the room. I have to say, when you hear, you know, well, you see the number 3 after a film, you think, oh, is it going to be as good as 2 and 1?
Sure.
This is brilliant.
Oh, thank you
so much.
And you're a star in it.
Everything I've done in the last 4 years is solely due to The Hangover. So just to be a part of this is just like.
Well, you're not a part though, are you? You're
massive.
I'm just so The longer I do this, the more grateful, more humbled I am. I just can't believe all this.
What I love is that they're obviously having a bit of fun with you as well, because you're scared of heights by all accounts.
Yes.
And how many stunts are you doing in this thing?
Well, a lot of the parachute was definitely not me. That was an amazing team.
Oh no!
but there was.
Right, there's a story there. I'm sorry, there's a story there.
No, I'm just thinking about.
Yeah.
Right.
But there was a 30-foot free fall drop.
Right at the beginning.
That was me, and so I definitely had to. I worked with a stunt coordinator, Jack Gill, who helped desensitize me.
He worked so hard in this movie; it was incredible. Because we would come in sort of 4 or 5 hours into the day, and he had already been doing tons of stuff on his own, and just looked like he worked. It was a tour de force for Mr. Chow and Ken.
You also have to put your nose somewhere rather unsavory, but that's not really a stunt, is it? But
oh right, yeah. And improv.
That actually was scripted actually.
That was right.
Yeah, which was really nice. Yeah,
he says very clearly.
Yeah.
The naked stuff was not.
Yeah. How do you feel about the naked stuff?
That was his idea.
Well, in the first movie, that was my idea to cut.
Really?
And
is it a stunt double, or is it?
No, that was all me. And I remember actually the night before in the first movie, I remember sharing that with you, and we were both
pitch it.
Yeah, and you were both excited, and Bradley. Yeah, it was Bradley who supported me. Literally, his neck supported me.
And the stunt double.
And
who was told what? I have to be naked.
Right. Right. My own stunt double was like. Yeah. And he held out for. That's right. That's right.
You obviously have a lot of fun making it, but your character is straighter. I mean, obviously it's a big scale here of insanity, but your character is straighter, and you have to not laugh most of the time. Is that quite tough? Do you find yourself sort of like cracking up and? Yeah,
I mean it's but it's an interesting thing because these movies are also hard to make, and there's a lot of action, and it's dark and gritty. So there's not. We do laugh, but it's also at the same time we have to make our day, and Todd is he's a no-joke director. So it's sort of a little bit of both. It's the best combination actually, these movies.
And is this it?
This is it. Yeah.
Are you sure?
100%.
You know it's not going to be a Hangover 4?
No.
But it makes such a lot of money. That's what I don't understand. We've got Fast and Furious 6, so why can't we have
Hangover 10? It's not that kind of thing, though. I mean, I think the fact that we stretched it out to 3 is kind of amazing, and I think that's it, really. Yeah. And the story comes to an end.
Yeah.
It does. It all sort of comes full circle.
I just think those script writers could make anything turn around if you
Well,
wanted
you could
them
do
to.
any. I mean, but no, it's over. I mean, also because Todd Phillips spent the last 6 years of his life doing these movies.
Yeah, sure.
It's not like usually these things you do like 5 years later. We've done one every year for the past 6 years. We're a year in between.
And what's nice about this one is the boys are back in Vegas.
I know. I love that, and it was really fun to shoot to go back there. Yeah, it was kind of nostalgic, and it felt right. Yeah.
Now, the last time you were on the show, Bradley, was talking about Silver Linings Playbook. Congratulations, by the way, on the nomination.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's great. I don't think we knew about that then. That must have been a good feeling.
We knew about it then, you said?
No, when you were last in it, I think it was a few days away that it came out. So
was it? Wow.
Yeah. And you're acting again with Jennifer Lawrence, aren't you?
We did. We acted in a movie called Serena last year, and then we just finished, we just wrapped last week another movie with David O. Russell called American Hustle that'll be out in Christmas.
And of course, now you don't need the boys, do you? It's going to be a Mr. Chow spin-off,
isn't it? Yes.
I would love to do anything Mr. Chow related. It's my favorite character I've ever played. So
it is pretty much. I was talking to Todd last night at dinner. It's just almost my favorite villain. I mean, You know, it's just his whole sort of ethos. Everything. It's just kind of incredible.
It is kind of incredible. Just the world that that character, you can literally say or do anything, and it's as wide as your imagination. I think that's why I'm just so grateful to Todd and to Craig Mazin.
He's the ultimate lone wolf. I mean,
he is the ultimate lone wolf. Yeah.
And the fact that you can wear anything as well.
You can wear anything.
And nothing.
And nothing. Wear anything and nothing. Yeah.
But he does have the most outlandish outfits.
Yeah. All tailored lady clothes, basically.
The heels.
I'm glad you said
heels. Like I'm wearing.
I like it when it's tailored.
Exactly. Yeah. Even in Mexico.
Even in Mexico. Oh, very meticulous. All his money went
to clothes.
Went to costume.
And what's all these reports about you working with Gordon Ramsay?
Not true.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's disappointing. I had a whole 10 questions.
Oh, you
about
did?
that.
We could talk about him. I think he's fantastic.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't know what will happen in the future, but that's news. I think it was just a rumor.
Okay. And very quickly, we should say we can't give too much away, but if you're sitting there and the titles come up, don't leave, okay?
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a little bit of candy at the end of the movie.
There is.
Nice.
It's quite short.
All the very best to you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming on. I should do that.
I got him.
You did that well, too.
That was really good. You workshopped that.
Thanks. Yeah, we've been up since
Practicing
4
for
o'clock.
hours. Yeah, practicing for hours. Good to see you. I'm going to do it properly.
Nice to see you so much.
Oh, you do it.
Anyway, we got weather.
Yeah, here's Laura.